guys, I just wanted to share a little update on the farm. This time of year is just crazy. It's the craziest time of year by far, so if you have sent messages or emails, I'm sorry if I haven't gotten to them in a timely manner. I'm going to try and get to those in the next few days. We're working from sun up to sundown, trying to get things into the ground, all the beds ready. That's what takes so long. The planting is like really fast, but it's getting all the beds ready and everything that takes so much time. Plus pulling tulips, we're doing subscriptions now, trying to keep up with all the seeding indoors, and getting dahlias ready to go out into the field. There's just so much, and we are exhausted and delirious. I don't think we've had a day off for like 3 weeks, maybe 4. I'm not proud of that. I know that we really need to take a day off. But we're like also like battling the weather. Like we can only get the beds ready whenever it's really dry. And we've had so much rain off and on that the ground is like not getting enough time to dry up so that we can till. So it's just a lot of things. We have to try and do what we can based on the weather. So that's another thing too. But anyways, I wanted to show you something that we're trying this year. We're always trying to find ways to make things easier for us, to save time. And so this is kind of a win-lose type thing. We've decided we're going to try and switch over to this compostable landscape fabric. It's like a plastic that it's made of corn, and it can be tilled back into the ground. So we are learning how to use that. We bought a machine that helps lay the beds and the drip line for us all at the same time. We wanted one for the tractor. Our tractor is just like a tiny bit too small, so it doesn't fit. So we couldn't get one of those, which would have saved us like days and days worth of time. So we got this manual machine, which I'll show you, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work the way that we need it to. It might work on completely flat ground, but like as you can see, our field, it dips down a little bit. So like every few steps we would take with this thing, we would have to stop and adjust it and lift it. And the thing weighs 90 pounds, plus the plastic roll weighs 90 pounds, and then our drip line on top of that. So it's super heavy, and we've wasted maybe an entire week trying to give it a shot, to make it work for us so that things are easier and to save time. And that manual bed layer is just not going to work. So it's okay, because now we've learned that we really like this compostable plastic. It's so much easier to lay than our landscape fabric, which we always would reuse every year, but the holes on it are huge, so we would get so many more weeds. We would have to like patch things together, and this plastic that we're using is so easy. You just poke the holes, and then you can do the spacing like however you want without having to patch a bunch of things together. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here is the new compostable plastic that we're using, and we just planted these today. This is feverfew, but you can see there's a few that are down there a little bit far. They should poke their way up soon, but it's really nice. It's like really easy to poke holes. And we did, let's see, we got 5 of these beds planted, which is really nice. We're also doing a more narrow bed. We're doing 3 feet instead of 4 feet, so we don't have to reach so far, because we're getting older and our bodies don't like reaching and squatting more than they have to. So this is what it looks like. And we learned a hard lesson the other day when we first laid this down. We did not put sandbags on the sides, and it was super freaking windy the other day, and it blew a bunch of the plastic off. So luckily, this is all status. Luckily, it stayed in the ground, and we only had to tuck a few in. So this one, we're gonna have to put some wood chips or something down to keep up with the weeds. But that was a lesson learned. Now we know. So anyways, here's what we did all day today. And Jared's going back through and making sure we've got plenty of sandbags down on the sides because it's going to be really windy the next few days. So here's the manual bed layer that we got. This is our drip line, which is what we use for irrigation. It goes underneath here, and then all of these little things have to be adjusted if you're going on any kind of incline or decline. All of these little things have to be adjusted, and so Jared would do the adjusting, and I would stand there holding the machine up, and it's so heavy, and we were just completely exhausted after just one swipe of it. So and we tried and tried, we gave it our all, but I don't think it's gonna work unless it's in a really flat bed, which we really don't have any completely flat beds. So we tried. Maybe someday we'll be able to upgrade our tractor and get one of those, but for right now we're just gonna do all of these beds manually. So we just dig out trenches along the sides, and then the soil, we scoop the soil back over the plastic, and that's what holds it down. So that's what we've been doing for the last several days.